Your girlfriend's a groupie. She's trying to
Whoa.
get in.
Damn.
In.
Are you listening? Damn.
Yo, what's going, guys? My name is Seth, and this is the After Topic. Back in with Jordan and Ben. What's up, guys?
Yo, repping
Sup?
the Houston Outlaws, bro.
Yeah, dude. Let me take a look at that. Like, let me see. Let me see the side with the green shirt and everything.
You want to see all these angles?
Yeah, dude.
The back.
I wish they had the logo more on the front. Like, it's
Yeah.
nice, but like, I want a massive one, like right there.
Yeah, I didn't get a team name one, mostly because, well, I got it for Christmas, but also because I don't know any of them enough to know who's my favorite player. If I was gonna get one now, it would
Jake.
probably be Hex.
Yeah, I was
Hex.
gonna say heck.
I like Jake though. Jake is pretty cool.
Or Tyrone.
Lynx is pretty cool.
Yo, dude. Links are that tire shot. Anyway, we're gonna talk about stuff. We're gonna go over the hard stuff first. The COD, World League, NOLA tournament. First, which probably is what everyone wants to hear about. Then we're gonna go over to some of the Overwatch, Dota, League of Legends Academy roster was announced and stuff like that. And PUBG got a new fourth, I think, but we don't know too much about how he's gonna be. Anyway, let's hop into it. The COD tournament. Everyone, Jordan, let's start with you. Where did you think they were gonna place? Do you think they were gonna win this? Top 3 again, or?
I thought 5th through 8th, or 6th through 8th. I definitely didn't think we were gonna win it.
You didn't think they were even gonna place top 3?
No, I didn't. I thought our performances online were lackluster. We hadn't got good practice because Scumping his internet, but I didn't think that it was going to transition so much that all of a sudden we'd go from like not doing so well online to being absolute gods online. So with the lack of practice and the poor performances online, I just didn't see them doing anything too special this event. I think they need to practice up. Scump's moving to Dallas, so at least temporarily, and they'll get some better practice, and we'll see what happens with the LAN League.
Ben, where did you think they were going to place before the tournament?
I didn't expect us to win it just because like our online performance was kind of shaky almost. Like, you know, like we didn't win a 2K since like I don't even know how long.
A while.
But I thought like, you know, we needed to lose a few more to like gain confidence almost, you know, like we're not the best going into this game.
Yeah.
And you know, we do need to put in the hard work, which they probably know already, but you know, it might be a real wake up call for these guys, you know. We've not really done the best early season anyway last year, so you know, I wasn't expecting much.
All really backups 3. I mean, we only started
Yeah.
kicking in season 1.
Yeah, but there's a difference because now we've placed top 12, which is the worst placing. In Advanced Warfare, we place finals at every event except the one. And then like we're a little shaky, but like this is the worst placing since the last Boots game. So now there's like a meme out
with
there
a completely different roster. That's when they had Ricky and
Big Time. With Ricky, Parasite for a week and everything like that. It was a crazy ghost season. But even through all that, like that was like, I don't know. There's like a meme out there now that we're jetpackers, which these are 4 of the greatest players on Boots as it is too.
Yeah.
And you know, I thought with TP coming in, you know, like I was listening to one thing they were talking about, and TP Scump was complaining about his internet. TP was like, it doesn't matter because TP, if you guys don't know, when he was like on call, like most players were on East Coast and he was on West Coast, and so his internet was terrible. And so I thought he'd like whip him into shape. I thought they're gonna place top 3 or 4. Regardless of that, I have been under. I have not held the EU teams to as high of a standard as I should for years because I'm so used to them not being anywhere close to NA. But
yeah,
even the last couple of years they've shown up. Like Black Ops 3, they play second champs, but I have to officially. I get mad at people doing this to NA in like CS:GO and stuff, but they are a real competitors now, and I didn't take that into account either. And both tournaments we've lost to EU teams. I'm kind of excited though because now it's going to be a little bit harder. Like we're not going to be expected to be on Championship Sunday every time. You know what I mean? So.
Apart from Birmingham.
I mean, we still made it to championship Sunday.
We still made it to Championship Sunday,
And
but
then
not very
lost our
far.
first game.
Now,
It's not really that hard to do, though, is it? Like, I'm sure every team in pool play makes it to Championship Sunday.
Pretty close to
yeah.
it.
Who did you guys have winning the event?
LG.
Ben?
I wasn't
Yeah, I
quite
thought-
sure.
Or did you even
I
think
thought-
about it? If you didn't think about it, it's cool.
I probably like. I just thought Splice because I didn't think TK would actually win it.
Tragic.
Well,
yeah, I didn't think
yeah.
TK would either.
I thought Splice would do better than they did. Like, not gonna lie, like my
They
EU
did
boys,
trash.
they let me
That
down.
was tragic.
I know.
I'm not sure if you guys remember last podcast, but you guys were down TK. I said I think they have another one in them.
You were right.
Last one.
I
Who's
still-
laughing?
I honestly, they won it 100%, but their just performance was lackluster this event. Like, besides pool play, they went to game 5 how many times? And how many times did they just clutch up? They have an amazing clutch factor.
Yeah, better go in game 5 than losing 3-1.
If they don't clutch one of those, they don't win the tournament.
Can I just say though,
Well, they did.
that LG
Yeah, I know,
match.
that's what I said. They won.
Sorry, that LG match was absolutely horrible. Like, LG
Yeah.
played so badly. Like, there's a few times in the last Search and Destroy alone that, for example, on it was the French map. I forgot what it's called, but like
Saint
one guy
Marie.
was pushing Saint Maria. One guy was pushing behind one of them, and then you had an LG player chasing him into a friendly guy. Instead of calling that out, he chased him down. His teammate but then died, and then he managed to like trade out the kill. But like he could have called out on the guy who was like, you know, getting the enemy who was coming up to him could have been called out and he could have killed him, but instead like he didn't call it. So like the communication was off and everything. Like he literally like they could have won it, but I don't know. Performance was so bad. That 3K as well. I don't know if you saw it, but
I want your guys' opinion. Do you think last event we placed top 3? Do you think our reasoning for dropping to top 12 was because the competition is better, or because we did worse, or both?
Well, I'd say the competition is always increasing throughout the year, pretty much, until maybe the very end. So I guess competition increased. I just feel like since the beginning of the game, we've played exactly the same, and everyone's just gotten better.
Yeah, because I remember looking at it and like I obviously thought Spice was going to do well too, even though like I always put him lower. But you know, like looking at it, I didn't expect Echo Fox to get out. I think they were in a pool at Dallas last event, and they weren't too hot there. And then they ended up knocking us down. I actually didn't catch that match, but they ended up knocking us down first. And like other teams started doing better. Like Rise did better than I thought. To be honest, I thought Rise was going to like fall apart. I thought they were going to place a lot.
I thought they were going to do really, really well.
Did you?
Mm-hmm.
I don't watch how they've been doing, to be honest, but just the team in general. Yeah. But everyone just performing well, and I think that OpTic, like, it's just weird because I mentioned before, like they're all good boots on the ground players, but like I think it's like what you said, they have to like increase what they're doing. They can't just do the same stuff. They have to improve. And they're not. I think they're relying a little bit too much on like slang power. I mean, that last map, for you guys, was there a stream with casters or were there no casters when you guys were watching too?
No casters.
Yeah. So I was watching by myself, and like the last minute, I was getting bored, and like at that point, I thought we won. So I was like casting in my head to myself, and I was like, "Oh, they're gonna do this," but I was doing it because I was happy because I'm like, we won this map, right?
You were happy. You thought you were.
We won this map, and then I'm like, oh, but there's only 1 second left, and I'm not sure if they can do this, and they did, and
I just had that sinking feeling, like it was horrible to watch.
I'm actually happy there were casters because I probably would have felt worse. I swear to God.
Probably. They'd be like, what? And you would be like...
I swear to God, if someone was like, after gaming, we'll see you fudging later, I would have been so tilted off the face of the earth.
That's a risky line to say on stream for any caster.
Oh, what's the guy that won the cast off? A couple years ago, he was the one that I forget his name. It's a pretty like normal name.
I thought it was Courage. Like I kept on saying to Courage, "Congratulations on the cast off," but he never went through the cast off. I was like, "Oh,
no,
shit."
No, I remember Courage. I was there the first time it came on to the esports report. I was like, who is this
Was
guy?
it Fox or Chance or someone?
Chance won. Fox came in second.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I remember watching that. It was
There
amazing.
really
Esports
isn't-
reports. Bring that back.
Oh yeah, there really
Benson
isn't.
and Maven fails of the week. Oh,
There really isn't much we can say about this tournament, though. We had a strong group play, but we weren't really playing anyone that good. I mean, MV placed with us. EG lost to the same team we lost to, except they got 3-0'd. Then, like, the other two people in our group, teams in our group weren't good. We got to championship bracket, got smacked around a bit by Echo Fox.
first round again. First round. It's always the first round, dude.
I mean, last tournament, it was
Okay. Yeah.
not.
But every terrible place we get, like 7th or like worse, it's always like we fall first round. I don't know what it feels like. But yeah. Continue.
So, I don't know. There's not much we can say. It's just going to be pretty much all we can say is it's going to be interesting to see the LAN league. Hopefully, they'll get some good LAN practice and they'll sort out their issues with Scump moving. Performance was pretty poor this weekend. There's really not much to analyze. Their teamwork was just not on point. They just weren't playing fundamentally correct Call of Duty for the game. So, I mean, they just got to fix it. They just got to practice and fix what they can. So.
Okay. When's the next event?
isn't it the LAN League? Because I keep on
Yeah,
hearing
it would
a
be the
lot
LAN
about
league
it.
in like a week and a half or 2 weeks or sometime like that.
Yeah. Because I know Birmingham's the end of
The
March.
23rd. So that's like that's what, 9 days?
Oh shit, 23rd of
Now,
January.
what's the setup? Is
Yeah.
that going to be like a tournament, or is that going to be like?
It's split into 2 groups. We can actually analyze our group if you want to. Really.
It's a bit like E League if you remember back to season 1, was it? Where like they play one group, the next week the next group plays. I think there's a bit of a break for Birmingham, and then
Yeah,
we
there's
go
2
back and play
groups.
there. Yeah.
So we're in the division. You could probably put this graphic on if you want. We're with Team Caliber, Rise
Have a link
Nation,
for that, please.
Echo Fox, Doom Clan, Red Reserve, Team Vitality, and Mind Freak.
So we're gonna play them all.
Yeah, we'll play them all. Is it a double
Gotcha.
round robin? I don't remember, but
Yeah, I think it is.
let me check. Yeah, so it'll be pretty interesting. I think we got a much more difficult pool in my opinion. I think E United's looked really weak lately, and then the other group, Team Envious and EG, both in that group. That group is really easy in my opinion. I think Division B is easy. Well, we have people like Team Caliber, obviously fantastic team right now, top 3 in the world, 100%. Most people would say the best. That could easily be argued. Then we have Rise Nation, solid team. Methods, really, Aqua, Cento, all those guys absolutely dominant. Echo Fox, they already beat us at this event.
Yeah.
Doom Clan, I mean, they're not anything incredible, but they're decent. Red Reserve, again, who beat us 3-1. Team Vitality, the French team that's pretty decent, actually. They did some stuff in groups, and I was impressed by them. And then Mind Freak, which should be pretty much the only free win we have is Mind Freak, maybe Team Vitality, and
I
then
said
I
Doom
think
Clan.
Doom Clan,
Clan.
yeah. And that's really the only free wins. I'd say in the other group, we have Epsilon, should be Unilad, we should be Evil Genius, we should be Team Envious, we should be. Those
The
4,
way Splice is playing.
You
and
don't think
even
we'd be
Spice
FaZe?
could be argued
Yeah.
5th, but
You don't think FaZe? I think we.
Wait,
have a
actually,
chance of being
FaZe.
FaZe is solid.
Really?
Do you think we have a chance of being FaZe or Splice?
Splice.
I thought
Even
FaZe
though
were doing
they
trash.
3-0'd us at Dallas.
Splice 3 out of Sadaz, and then they placed what, like T16?
True. We placed T12. So in our group,
Yeah, but I mean, like,
I know
FaZe Clan placed what, T4
I know.
or T6?
I know.
I don't know what they placed.
they placed top 8 for sure. But where do you
But
guys?
Aches outplaced us, so.
Yeah, thanks,
Yeah.
Ben. Where do you guys think we placed in a group? Top 4.
Yeah, we'll place top 4. I think we'll
Solid,
place
yeah.
3rd or 4th.
Third or
Depends
fourth?
if we can take maps off, like, if we take a map off TK,
A map
top
or a game?
2,
Like a match.
as in, like, a game. Like, get a point, basically, off TK. We should be solid to get first or second.
Okay.
I
And you
think-
said it's double round robin, right?
I think
Yeah.
I actually do think we come third or fourth.
I think
Yeah, that's legitimate. Like
I think we
goals.
might place second just because he said it's double round robin, and I think these teams, even teams that can beat us, I think if we played them twice, we are guaranteed like one team to beat. So and other teams might be getting a lot of 2-0s or 0-2s. So I think we're gonna play second or third. If you didn't say double round robin, I probably would have said third or fourth. But because it's double round robin, I think we'll.
I still
play.
think third or fourth because it's so stacked. Think about it. That means Red Reserve, Echo Fox, or Rise Nation won't make it out. And I'd say all three of those teams are better than us at this very second.
Which three? Red Reserve, Echo Fox, and
Rise Nation.
well, the thing is, like, if Echo Fox and Rise Nation beat us, I think we'd also take a map off of them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I also could see Red Reserve beating us. They just did it in a relatively dominant fashion. Not the most dominant fashion, but I mean.
I think we'd split it with them at least, but we'll just have to
Yeah.
wait and see.
It'll be interesting.
It's just weird how that worked out. You know, it's a land.
So here's the question: if we don't make it to playoffs,
no roster change.
do we see a roster change?
No, absolutely not.
We could go the whole year and not win an event, and we wouldn't see one.
Which is that not ridiculous though?
No, not really.
Why?
You know,
Is
there's
that
always
what FaceTime did after AW?
there's always next year.
That's what FaZe said.
Yeah, no, I
And look what happened to FaZe.
yeah, that's I get what you're
now.
saying.
There's a time that you've teamed for so long that eventually you just have to get a new face in. Like it's been 3
yeah.
years.
Call collapse.
It's been 3 years. I'm not saying we need a roster change at all. I'm saying if we start performing badly, at what point do we make a roster change? I think right now it's just the practice is the problem because I still think all 4 players have it in them to be really good. Scump needs to find his footing in this game, definitely. Karma needs to figure out what he's doing. But I think Crimsix and Forma are a very good base of this team right now.
Yeah, I know.
I think those two will 100% will always be on this team, even if a roster change goes down. I'm just saying, at what point do you have a roster change? Because I don't want to be the next FaZe clan where we keep going into tournaments being like, oh, maybe we'll do pretty good, and then get slapped around for the next 2 years.
Okay, here's the thing: if we get a roster change, I don't want to see like a 2-person roster change. One, I think we wouldn't qualify out of stage 1. I think we'd place like 7th, 8th if we do a roster change, or we place like mediocre, then we absolutely fail the next event. At that point, I think we trade one person, and I would not want someone like that's only done well in the last game. I'd want a veteran. You know what I mean? Someone like I'm not saying that he's the best person for our team, but like a J Cap type person, someone that's been in this scene for a while.
I would take Kenny without a doubt, and this is the reason why. People are like, he just came out this year, but he's been doing damage for how many years now? He's just old enough to play now, and I don't think it's gonna go away. I don't think there's any way on this planet that's gonna go away.
Yeah,
and with that being
old
said,
enough to play now.
With that being said, I don't know if he would, but that like almost anyone wants to be on OpTic. OpTic's the dream organization to be in Call of Duty because not only do you get that fan base, and you get like obviously all the talent that's around you, you also get the like exposure. Like you're gonna get so many more followers. You can build a much more solid base for yourself in the scene, create followers, create a YouTube account that like does super well. And like I just think that almost anyone in the scene wants to be on OpTic Gaming. There's obviously, if TK is doing well and winning every event, I don't see them changing. But like, let's say they don't do well in an event, like take Kenny.
To be honest, if I was TK and we won 3 events in a row in OpTic Gaming position, I would probably take it, to be honest.
Yeah.
Just because it's OpTic.
Yeah, so it'll be interesting to see.
Ben, roster change if we don't qualify out of stage 1?
No.
I don't see it right after that, but I'd say that if this continues to like after this, the next event, even starting into the next Pro League season, there needs to be a change.
It would have to be for me, like I'd say we pull out of every single tournament up until champs, like, you know, not getting the top 4 or maybe once the top 4. You know what I mean, and not win an event all year. But to be honest, like I don't even think we need to worry about it because just think about what we're talking about this time last year when we're like,
Yeah,
oh, does there need to be
exactly.
roster change?
So I'm
It's
not
the
saying there
exact
needs to be. I'm
same
just
thing.
saying at what
Yeah, yeah.
point do we need it?
I don't think there should be, and I don't think we need it anytime soon, if not this game.
If we place at the next, okay, let's say we don't make it out of the Pro League to
Yeah.
playoffs, and then we place T16 at the next event. Would
The
there
event
need to be
after
a
that.
roster change?
Roster change.
The event after that.
Probably.
I reckon.
Okay, I would agree.
What are the rules? Because I know other esports are doing this. Do you think they might even make, because like obviously, let's say Scumpy's the problem. I'm not saying he is the problem, but let's say Scumpy or like I don't know, Crimsix, like someone, they're all OpTic members now, and they don't want to let go of OpTic. Do they create a second team? Or are they still allowed to do that? I know some like esports are cracking down.
No, you know,
No, they'd
because
leave.
this was the thing with Bose and what's his name, Poof, because they were going to
Proof?
make a team OpTic
Proof?
Nation. Proof. Sorry.
And like you said,
This was the problem with them. They were gonna like create an OpTic Nation and bring it back and stuff, and but because of the LAN League and stuff, they're not allowed in it. Same with GGEA. I don't think they're allowed in the LAN League with those.
yeah, but they would sell they were gonna sell their teams off.
Yeah, of course. I reckon Mbos could create a GGA team.
Yeah,
Still
but
an
I don't
OpTic.
think he's good enough.
You don't think?
No.
S&D God.
Yeah, no.
But we all agree that we're gonna play at least top 4 in the LAN League.
Yeah, easy.
I'm not
Playoffs,
gonna say easy,
for
but I think
sure.
yes.
You think we should?
We should.
Right?
We should.
We should play top 4. Okay, agreed. Speaking of another LAN League, Overwatch. We just saw their first two matches of an inaugural season.
Okay, what a tragedy.
Why is it a tragedy? Because I probably have a differing opinion than most people. So if you want to,
the second game we played was solid against the New York Excelsior, whatever their name are. They're a very, very, very talented team. So taking a map off of them, with this like young of a team, I guess you could say, was really good. But playing the Philadelphia Fusion, I know we hadn't seen their strategies at all, and we didn't know how they were going to play. But then the Philadelphia Fusion in their next match got 4-0'd.
By who though?
Was that versus Spitfire?
Yeah, I think it's Spitfire.
It's Spitfire,
and obviously it's Spitfire, of course, 100%.
Spitfire are gonna win.
But
so.
that's my whole point. I'm not saying that we're trash. I'm saying I'm not sure we're top 6.
I get what you mean.
Maybe not even top 8.
Here's my thought on it.
How many teams are in the league?
I'm getting a
12.
bit. I think it's
10 or
12.
12.
I'm getting a very.
It was 8.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I'm getting a very strong feeling of old CS:GO roster, like the North American one, because our team is made up of a lot of North American players. Mendo isn't. I think he may have lived in North America before. Obviously, he knows English very well and whatnot. And then we have Spree and Linkser. But a lot of them are from North America. And the teams we played have had more Korean power. They've had more Korean players on their team.
Yeah.
And we've got one Korean. We've got Tyrong actually, but
yeah, we got like a coach, or manager, one of them. But
coach.
Yeah, one of them. But so I think we're like, if it was just an NA league, I think we would be like on top.
We'd be solid, yeah. And like I still think we're a really solid roster. I think on paper we have like Muma, fantastic tank. You got like not Clark. Why did I say Clark? What's his name? Definitely not Clark.
I don't know. There's like 12 people. Linkser, Jake,
Kulmot,
Mendo,
obviously.
Raucus.
Anyway, all those people. I think they're really talented team. But I think it's going to be interesting to see how long it takes for them to mesh perfectly. I think we've got a good base. I don't know how we'll do the first season. It's only the first week, of course, so we could have just had nerves. Definitely, I think could play a big part in that. Our first game, there could definitely be nerves in that. I don't think we played to our full potential. Second game, I don't even think we played to our full potential. What worried me in the first game even in the second game, our control points are really not great.
Mhm. I think
We
the problem is, I think when it's a point, like we can push payloads in well, but when it's a point, you saw it on it was really bad on Temple of Anubis. Where,
Mhm.
like all we had to do was clear the point, and obviously their spawn is right there at point B. But
Mhm.
like holding points, I feel is something we struggle with, and
Yeah.
and I noticed that trend really far. And so when it comes to those control points, because I believe Game 5 is a control point map,
Yeah, it is, unfortunately.
if it goes there. So I think that's like our weak spot, and luckily there's not too many of them. But even like the hybrid
Yeah.
maps have those like points in with it. So
Fortunately, we have time to fix that. I mean, it's the
Yeah.
beginning of the season. This is a relatively new team. I mean, they have time to fix that, and I'm just interested to see how it goes over time because most of these teams are in like the honeymoon phase. So it's going to be interesting to see, like, give it like to like the fourth stage or whatever. It's going to be interesting to see how we do. So it's really too early to say anything. I'm just voicing my concerns at this point. I still think we're extremely talented and that we will eventually catch our stride. I just don't think we have yet.
One thing I must say about the Overwatch League, like I've only just got into Overwatch like 2 weeks ago or something. I was listening to the podcast that I wasn't on, and I really like caught onto the Overwatch League idea. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna download it. Got it. Really enjoying it. First ever time watching Overwatch, and it was absolutely amazing. Like I
Yeah,
love the
it's good
Overwatch
fun.
League so far. Like I
It's
don't
a
even
bit
know what's going
hectic,
on.
but I like it.
Yeah. It's like once you get your head around the heroes, though, it's pretty like still hectic, but less hectic, should I say?
Okay, Ben.
Um,
On the last podcast, I asked Jordan, "How's your spectating experience, especially from a new player?"
it's pretty good. One thing I must say is I don't know what the heroes do. Like
Oh well, yeah,
I
that's gonna be
see,
something in every game.
yeah, of course, but like they're not really. They're kind of explaining it, but like with Rokus's, what's the guy who does like that and just floats?
Zenyatta,
Yeah, yeah, that's it.
experience, tranquility.
Yeah, I like they're not explaining to him at all. I'm like, yeah, this kid's like killing people but healing
Dude's
people.
just
What's he doing?
floating around, man.
Yeah, I know.
Well,
Like,
yeah, because
sit down.
obviously they can't explain everything. But,
Yeah, I
you
know
know
what you
what
mean.
I mean?
But like, it is pretty good. I'm liking it, even with the basic knowledge of the game. Like, it's really fun to watch.
Yeah.
And
I would just
I'm
suggest
really liking it.
I would just suggest going quick play or even like the training range and seeing
Oh
what
yeah.
seeing what the abilities do, even if you don't know how much damage like something does, seeing what they do so you can see whatnot.
Yeah.
It has that ability. There's only 26 heroes right now, so you can it's easier to learn them all than some of the other one than like other games that have like over 100 heroes.
League. I love League though. I'm
I've
so excited for the LCS.
I've been playing a bit of
Continue.
a smaller game, Paragon. I'm just getting into that. It's like my first.
Oh yeah, I
MOBA
used to
I've
play
played.
Paragon.
Oh really?
Yeah.
I haven't played
It's
a
not
lot.
as good as League or Dota.
Oh yeah, it's not. But
Mine.
I just downloaded it,
Yeah.
and that's my first move I played. Anyway,
Yeah, Epic Games.
but yeah, so I think, like I was saying, I think if you look at like the old NA CS:GO roster, obviously NA isn't the main region in like CS:GO, but we saw OpTic win E League. So like, don't put it out of your heads. At the World Cup, we had we had 3 players from that team that played, and they were able to.
We got smacked by Korea.
Actually, it ended 3-1, but
Yeah.
some of the matches, like we made some mistakes that we could have won the game if it weren't for those mistakes. And
yeah, exactly. That's what I mean by such a strong roster.
so I wouldn't be surprised if like maybe not this season, but in the future we work on it, and even with like a core NA roster, we are able to place in the top like maybe next season.
Yeah, exactly.
But looking at the next week's matches, it's not too good because we're playing against Seoul, and we're going to get smacked. We're going to get absolutely obliterated.
One thing I must say about this this Overwatch League is I think it's a bit unfair that some teams who are American based have got all Koreans. Like I kind of view it as like Faker coming to the NALCS with SKT and being under like
well, the
a
thing
New
is,
York
they're
team.
all playing against each other in the league, though.
It's
Yeah, I know.
odd because it's an international league. I mean, you have London
Yeah.
playing
Yeah,
against
exactly.
It's not like they have an
the Houston
NALCS.
Outlaws.
It's not like they have an
I
NAO.
just can't wait. I hope it grows out
It
so
will
we
eventually.
can have like Korean League or whatever that league is, like Asian League,
I think they
the
will.
Europe League, like the LCS currently, because like it's a bit unfair where you got like
Wait.
Korean teams absolutely dominating people.
We play Shanghai Dragons this week.
Yeah, we should beat them. They're not.
Dude,
that
I was
great.
looking at week 4. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I went down.
That'll be an
That's
interesting
a free win.
game.
That's a free
It
win.
should be. If I think we should win. If we don't, then that's going to be where I start to worry about our
Roster
team.
change.
But then we play the Dallas
If we
Fuel.
don't, Jordan's gonna
Dallas
fucking
Fuel-
burn his jersey.
Yeah, Dallas Fuel are 2-0.
I
I
thi-
0-2. So that is going to be an.
I think it's going to be a
interesting game as
closer
well.
match than people think. I think
We played them pretty close in the preseason.
I think we could take it.
Ooh,
I think
What-
they might
what
be
are you-
favored, but not by much, in my opinion, personally. But I'm also probably biased.
Yeah.
what are your guys' thoughts on the viewing party? Did you guys see?
I saw a
I
picture. I didn't
wanted to
see.
go. I talked to the dude who works, one of the dudes who work at Infinite Esports, and I was like, "Oh, dude, I want to come, but I'm not going to be there. Are there going to be more events?" And he said he's hoping that there will be. So hopefully,
Oh, was that Blackbird?
Yeah,
Yeah, he
hopefully
seemed cool.
I'll get to go at some point. I just got back to Houston, so I didn't get to go, but it looked dope. It looked like a lot of fun.
Can you imagine if they had
600
one?
people.
Can you imagine if they had one in Texas for the Dallas game and there was one event?
There wouldn't be. There'd literally be riots. Like, I know it's only Overwatch, but like some
I know.
Zenyatta shit's gonna go down. Like, some guy's gonna start throwing balls. Like,
Like Zenyatta.
exactly. Reference incredibly on point.
But yeah, so I'm sorry about that before. I was looking at week 4, but yeah, we play Shanghai, which we should win, and then Dallas go either way. So we might be even looking at a 1-3 record after season 2. But I mean, if you take into account, like Ben said, a lot of like the Korean-based teams, it's pretty good. I say it's not just what our record is, but how we're actually playing. I think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
But yeah, it's
We
the first
showed-
week. First week has been pretty hype.
A lot of improvements from the first to second game, so I'm hoping they just keep doing that.
Can I just say as well, like people are asking me, "Oh, who do you support in Overwatch League?" And I'm like, "Yeah, Houston Outlaws, through following OpTic." They're like, "Why don't you support London
Little Spitfire.
London Spitfire?" We don't have anything to do with London in
And
the
that's
London
what,
Spitfires.
C9, or is that?
It's an American organization with all fucking Korean players. I swear, like.
Yeah.
It
It's
was.
just the
They
city.
were a C9 based team, I believe.
If like Liverpool, like the owner of Liverpool, bought out a Liverpool one, I like, yeah, I'd support it because it's owned by a European franchise.
Yeah.
But like, Overwatch League, it's looking good, but I just hope they execute it right and get like shit right.
Mm-hmm.
I'd go to London to watch a game, but only if it was a Houston Outlaws. So
I feel like we should only touch on this briefly, but what did you guys think of the Houston Outlaws Reddit debacle?
I read it quickly. So let me. Just,
Dun-dun.
Do you want to explain, Ben, really briefly?
Yeah, right. So this
Quick.
guy on the Overwatch subreddit, competitive Overwatch, was like, I want to post some like fan art of the team. It was a Twitter link or something. Then it got like removed from the OpTic Reddit because like the current Overwatch subreddit is cross posted with the OpTic Reddit, so like all Overwatch posts go there. This guy was like, I want to post something about like the team, and I couldn't. So shit's gone down with the mods and stuff. Well, not shit, but just a headache for the mods. I feel bad for them because the situation's all right now. I feel it's good, and so these guys have created their own subreddit and should we say boosting their own figures to make it look like they're doing better. Like one guy said, we're keeping up with their like match discussion when they had a third of the comments when only 4 people commented, and they commented like 94 times. So, like, yeah, just like if you're gonna post anything Overwatch based, you can go to this new one, but just go to the OpTic subreddit. Like, it's so much better.
I will say.
So yeah, you go.
When I first saw it, I'm like, okay, that makes sense. But I guess some people don't want to have to go to like the Overwatch to the OpTic gaming thing. So because some people do support just that region. So if you live in Houston and you want to talk about Houston, you might not want to go to OpTic Gaming's Reddit to talk
I get what
about
you mean. Yeah.
Houston. So
Yeah.
unless there's a way to like post in the Houston thing for Houston, and then anything about OpTic Overwatch team in the OpTic subreddit also gets cross posted. I think that's what they should do.
You can filter through the OpTic Reddit for Overwatch posts.
Yeah, but
and then only search for Overwatch.
But if I'm just a Houston fan, I'm not gonna go to the OpTic Gaming Reddit, you know.
That is true, yeah.
That's
then the cross posts are the main thing.
Here's what I believe. I believe that I get what the mods are doing, and I really don't think it's the whole cross-posting thing. I don't think is that big of a deal. I mean, like think about like match threads. Like they're just taking. It's literally a match thread that you click on in the Reddit, and it just takes you to another Reddit, which makes no difference because everyone there is an Outlaws. They may also be OpTic fan, but everyone who is commenting on that post is an Outlaws fan. So it's just bringing together Outlaws fans. So if you're an Outlaws fan, you shouldn't care if it's on another, because one, you can get to it from your Reddit, and two, everyone who's there is a fan just like you. You don't have to be connected to OpTic at all if you want to talk to these people.
That's why I thought. I'll go on.
The one thing that they messed up on is one. I think since it is the Outlaws Reddit, they should post it on the Outlaws Reddit and then cross post it from OpTic. I think that only makes sense. And then two, why can you not submit a thread and post there?
That's
you can do that on the OpTic subreddit. I'm like, that makes no sense. That's just like, what is the point of the Reddit if people can't discuss and create topics? I mean, you can discuss, but why?
I think that Reddit's just almost like a link to the OpTic Reddit.
It is, and that's kind of messed up. Not entirely, but
I get what you mean, but like I just think it's a headache for the mods if they're having to moderate two Reddits at the exact same time.
I guarantee it is. Then get more mods or something. Like
I know what you mean. Like I wish they did have like a Houston one, and then cross posted to OpTic and like allowed submissions, because that's what I found weird. You couldn't comment on anything.
Yeah.
You had to actually click on it. Whereas I'm used to clicking comments, not the actual thing. So
yeah, me too,
yeah. So what I was gonna say is like, Jordan, what you said is like that's what I thought too. Until I realized that like you couldn't post in there. That's the difference. If you were able to go to the Houston Outlaws page, like let's say I don't like to comment, but I like to create a post or something. If I'm a Houston fan and I want to go create a post, right, and I say, oh, I want to post in that the Houston Outlaws thing, I might not want to have every OpTic Gaming fan see that. I think it's just in a weird place because no other OpTic team has had to do this since since it's like that. Because you also don't see an OpTic COD only Reddit, an OpTic CS:GO only Reddit.
It's just because they have a different name.
Exactly.
Yeah. And like the whole name thing, I get it. People like they want to separate OpTic from the Outlaws, but unfortunately, they will never, no matter what, be separated. Because you could be only a Houston Outlaws fan, but that makes you in essence an OpTic fan. You may not like any other team that they have. You could not care about any other team, but it's owned by the same. I mean, the CEO is the same dude. All the content and stuff is coming from Infinite Esports. Everything's the same, just with a different name.
Yeah, exactly. I think it's just that if you're that person that only plays Overwatch, doesn't follow esports except Overwatch, coming from their perspective, they're not an OpTic fan. You know what I mean? If it was called OpTic, if it was called the OpTic Outlaws Overwatch team, then it would be fine. But since OpTic isn't in the name, they're like, they might not even know who OpTic is. You know what I mean? They should, but just
I get what you mean.
You have to be fair to them too, and I just think that they should be able to post on that one and have it cross posted to the OpTic Gaming thing. I think that makes sense.
Yeah. Another thing is like, if you just want to ignore the Reddit completely, like, for a start, like the Overwatch, we got an Outlaws code, which is the Outlaws Discord, which they could just post and chat about there. So like, I get what they're saying, but just like I think the best way would to be have cross post from a Houston page to the OpTic instead of vice versa.
I think the other Outlaws Reddit is actually doing really well. It has 277 subscribers already. People are posting actively. There's loads of posts, and honestly, that's probably gonna become the main Outlaw.
Yeah, but you say that. Have you looked at the daily match thread or whatever it's called? They had 4 people commenting 94 times.
Are you serious?
Yeah,
That was
Like-
4 people?
that was 4 people creating different comments about the match. If you look at it, it's quite
Okay.
funny.
They're probably all
Like-
mods.
Okay.
Like the
Either
mods,
way.
the mods from the OpTic thing were like, oh yeah, that oh shit, they are catching up to us, and then they looked to it like, wait, it's 4 people boosting their own fucking.
They still are catching up, though. Let's be real. 277 outlaws with 12 active currently. I mean,
I'm currently
That's pretty
active, so
good.
I'm not subscribing to that one. That is pretty good, but like they're never gonna catch up.
I disagree. Think about how long this league is going to be around, and if you comment or create posts on the other one, why would anyone go there?
Average esports the last 5
If
years.
there's another one that's still pretty big, if there's another Reddit for the Outlaws that's big that you can post on, you can like interact with freely, why would you not go to that one?
Because the OpTic mods aren't going to be stupid, and then they're going to open up the OpTic thing. They're going to make an executive decision to say, okay, Outlaws content should be taken over there.
Yeah.
And then at that point, then the first one will succeed.
They got to do it soon because by the time that out, there's not much they can do about it except that they have better CSS or whatever it's called.
I'm not sure if you have it up. Do you know how many subscribers the first Outlaws page has?
Like 600.
Oh shit.
604.
Funny story. I think the funniest part of this is that the first day the Outlaws was released, Ben messages us was like, guys, I just created an Outlaws page for Reddit. And I'm like, oh
It's
damn.
/ Houston Outlaws OW. So if you want to subscribe to that one and add another one to your list.
But
now we can just have 3. Why don't we just keep making them and everyone can come?
One for each match day, boys.
But obviously the other one was already created because they had information that was going to come out. So yeah, like I said, it's going to be the one. We shouldn't have spent so much time.
Oh wait! I've just looked on the Houston Outlaws subreddit, but when you click submit a new thread,
It goes to OpTic.
Yeah, but you still submit a new thread, which is pretty sick.
Yeah, but it goes to the OpTic subreddit.
Yeah, it's true.
People don't want that.
Which defeats the point.
Yeah.
Then you're not commenting on the Reddit. You're then just posting in the OpTic.
Because you can just sort by Overwatch if you just want Overwatch. So that's why it's stupid. Anyway, I don't think we should spend too much time on this because by next time it'll probably be resolved.
I think it's resolved anyway. To be honest, like they'll leave it at there.
The next team, Dota. We had some matches with that. Jordan, you're pretty snappy.
2 good things. Well, okay, so it was quite a week for Dota. We had the Star Ladder I League. We didn't do so hot. I was watching that. We lost in quarters, I believe. In the final match, it was 45 minutes, so it was a long one. But we lost in the semifinal side, not quarters, to Animal Planet. It was kind of rough. Very, very long game. And since that took so long, I think was it the major qualifier? We got disqualified from one of our matches, and that really sucked. And it was a really
I saw this. That was funny. That
I'm not gonna get into the details too much because it's not too long of a story, but there's a lot of background to it. Pretty much, our place had been in talks with them, asking if it was okay if they finished their game, and they would never really got a straight answer. And then by the time they finished their game to go to the next tournament, I guess that they had, next match that they had, they were like, well, we disqualified you from this for being 5 minutes late. And they're like, we tried to talk to you before, because if you guys had told us that we would disqualify it, we would have just forfeited this match and played the other one, since the other one was so much more important. But anyway, at the end of the day,
like emoji as well, which was stupid.
At the end of the day, we managed to yesterday qualify for the Bucharest. Bucharest. I don't know.
I feel like I'm in 3rd grade.
I know, dude. I don't know why I can't all of a sudden say that. But anyway, for the major there, we won our final match to VGJ Storm 3-2. It was great games to them. The final game was 52 minutes. It was quite a nail biter and just a fun match to watch. We had some struggles this week, some ups and downs. I think people they're questioning the roster a lot. I had a lot of fun watching this week. I'm not sure what's going to happen. I think at some point there will be a roster change just because it's Dota, and like if you don't feel 100% confident, then they change the team. But I think it's gonna be interesting. I'm glad we made it to the major, so really excited for that. That'll come in the future. There's not much else to say about Dota really. Yeah.
I have
Good
one
luck.
question for
We're
you.
playing VGJ Storm again tomorrow. So.
I have one question for you, Jordan. I only caught I was only able to catch like a map and a half. How is the new guy doing?
What's his name? 33.
Yeah.
Pretty good. I didn't see anything too fancy, but nothing like horrendous. We kept having games where was it PyCat or CCNC where the whole team would just keep diving them and like they were just getting absolutely farmed. But I mean, he seemed all right. People on the Reddit seem to question PPD, and they're kind of questioning if he is the right fit, which is kind of interesting since he's kind of the basis foundation of our team.
It's a Shazam all over again.
I was about
Yeah,
to say that.
I was literally thinking that.
Same, dude.
But we'll see what happens. It'll be pretty interesting. But I think we should just kind of keep it nice and short for Dota. They have a game tomorrow. But yeah, that's what's going on with the Dota team.
All right, and then something that that I wasn't aware of. Well, that like we were aware of. I just didn't know when. But the academy team was eventually announced, and apparently they played in a
For
match.
the LCS.
Yeah, but apparently they were they played a game, but it wasn't streamed. You were telling, I think Ben was telling me or something.
Oh no, not yet.
No, not yet.
That's coming up soon.
It's on
I
the
don't know when,
18th.
but
18th we play Team Liquid Academy, and then the 19th we play 100 Thieves Academy.
Yeah, so
100.
look forward to that. I guess we just want to wait for one of their games you played, but that was announced. Even more members of OpTic. It's just crazy since like when was Dota announced? October, September?
A long time ago.
Since then, we more than doubled the members of OpTic that were there.
That was actually
It's
insane.
been a wild ride.
We were there the whole time, just saying.
Yeah,
Before that.
been here since just a COD team
Oh yeah, same.
and not winning as much.
Been
as
here
we could
since
be.
COD,
Been here since snipers only.
Halo.
But yeah, and then the only other thing that I think we got is we got a fourth for PUBG. What's his name? Like Hector or something?
I feel bad for PUBG. Like, I swear they played the other day, but no one knew what happened.
Dude, like, if you watch the viewer numbers of like the actual stream, sometimes only a couple hundred people. I've never seen like more than a couple thousand watching at once.
Yeah.
It's just not that interesting of a esport.
There's no
for me.
storyline. There's
Yeah,
like
there's just not
tournaments
much
every week.
there.
If it was something like there was like I don't know, like if you watch the Hunger Games movie, like you watch a story of one person, you see what's going on, like that'd be cool, I guess, if you were able to watch one team's comms the entire time and listen to them. Obviously, that would be a terrible idea for competitive. They could see it, but like the strength of PUBG is that it's just a player thing. It's not supposed to be a spectator thing. You know what I mean? It's kind of like Monopoly. You know, it's fun to play. No one wants to sit there and watch
It's
someone.
I'm down to
the
watch a
most
fucking good game of Monopoly.
random.
Like,
I'm down for a nail bite of a.
yeah.
And he lands on boardwalk. Oh no.
And he got Boardwalk. No way.
Boardwalk? Whoa, is this some US version?
It is actually, yeah. There's a different. I don't even remember what the English version. was.
Mayfair and
Yes. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Wow.
Never heard that.
Throwback.
I
He
never-
clutches up. He
No,
rolls a
but-
6 and lands. No.
He
he's
gets
in jail.
He gets a
Oh!
doubles.
The double hotel.
Oh, talking
The
about
triple.
competitive sports that should only be
Anyway.
played and not watched. We might have some details coming out this week about a golf with friends tournament with the Reddit.
Possibly.
Hopefully.
Possibly. I'm
think it'll
moving
be
to
fun.
like.
We're
If
trying
I
to.
move this Friday, it's not happening.
We have some fun stuff in stock for the podcast.
Not just for podcast, for Reddit.
For Reddit
Sure,
and the
also.
podcast to kind of bring the communities together and also bring more people into the into like OpTic topic and to find out who we are and what we're about. So there's some things we'll be coming out with. Hopefully in the next couple of weeks to couple of months. We're still brainstorming ideas, coming up with things that we can do to kind of build a connection between us and the community, as well as just giving you guys stuff that you'd like. So if you have any suggestions, leave them in the comments or on Reddit, either Reddit or anything, or even DM us. You can see our Twitters then.
DMs are open. Hit me up.
So yeah, hit us up if you want any suggestions, any stuff like that. Feel free to ask us. We'll be here every other week, hopefully on the same schedule. I don't know if we're uploading on Tuesdays.
We're going to be trying to record
on Mondays.
We're going to be trying to record Sunday unless there's like a tournament. We might record that Monday. So Monday, Tuesday should be when we're going to be posting.
Hopefully every other week. And we'll keep you guys updated with everything else that we have going on.
Well said. And I think that's going to do it, unless there's anything else we're missing, but I don't think so. And
no, I think we're good.
Until next time, guys. See you fucking later.
Goodbye.
Bye.